Okay, so what we're going to do today is basically the Dublin coach logo. So it's based on various circles, relatively simple once you break it down into the various circles, and we take this overall rectangle that we have here. So we're going to draw a light centre line across the page, and we're going to start by coming into the middle of that, and we're going to draw basically the middle line up the middle crosshairs first is the easiest. So if we look at the drawing, we can see it's 160 long, and it is, if we look, it's radius 50 at the top and radius 50 at the bottom. So we'll come down 50 and draw a line across, and come up 50, draw a line across, and half of 160 is 80, so we'll measure out 80 on this side, and we'll measure out 80 on the left hand side. Okay, so there we go. So we have a nice crosshairs box there with all our various bits in it. So we'll start with radius 14 in the middle. So what we'll do is we'll mark that out. We then have radius 32 as well to do. So we'll mark both of them at the same time. So we'll measure out 14 here, put a little mark, measure out 32 here, put a little mark here for that. Okay. So I'll take my green pencil and I'll put in my compass. Again, I'm making sure my 2 points are fairly level. And we'll start with my radius 14. So really it's only the 14 one because it's quite small. I need to spend a bit of time on. Now that's a full circle, so I'll try to do this as heavy as possible. So I use my green as well because it was green in the actual drawing now, or the actual logo. So I'm going to draw my outside radius 32 circle. Okay. So we've started off our construction then. So if we look at the drawing, then we can see there's a measurement of 30 given in here. So I'm assuming the logo is symmetrical, so I come in 30 on the other side as well. And we'll draw that up. And we'll draw that up. Right, now we can see then that we have a radius 22 logo here and a radius 50 part of the logo here as well. So we'll measure 22 and we'll put a little mark and we'll measure 50, which happens to hit the center, which is the same way as it looks on the drawing. So that would suggest we're on the right lines. Okay, so from here, draw our arc up. Okay, and we'll do the same on the other side. So they should meet. Mine is a tiny bit off, but I'm not going to worry about it because it doesn't have to be shown exactly to the center anyway because of the way the logo goes. And then what we'll do is we'll take our radius 22 and set our compass again. And we'll draw our arc here, our semicircle, and we'll do the same on this side. Okay, so the difficulty then can be seeing which is correct and which is second. So what I'll do is I'll take a black and outline the whole lot that's correct in black. So again, you might go over this heavier with your compass. I'm going to just go over it heavier as close as I can to the circle just to keep it accurate. Okay, so there's my various straight lines, my horizontal ones, here are my vertical ones. So again, I'll go over them neatly. I'm going to put my black pencil in my compass, and this part here of my arc is correct until they intersect, and the same on the bottom. And the best way to do it is do both at the same time because the radius is still 22. So it says you haven't set the compass again. So we'll then go to this inside one here, and again once we set it once we should be able to do them all. So that's that one, this one. So we'll do our best to not heavy in something that we shouldn't. And then the last bit is just this little arc here. So if we go back to our center point, set our compass to the radius 32 that we've drawn, and every second section heavy it in. Leave the smaller section unheavied, and then I'm going to shade in my green dot in the middle. So I suppose I'll heavy it in just so that it stands out first. So again, then it's back to shading, and I'm going to do a very quick shade here. So from the look of this, it's orange on this side and green on the other side. So again, a very quick shade. You would spend a lot more time than this. Just doing it quickly for the video. But what you'll notice is I'm holding my pencil on its edge rather than holding it straight down. Same for my green. Okay, and again I'm holding it on its side. So and there we go. So there's my Dublin coach logo done.